Hey guys, what's going on? Just here to do a quick vertical slice of my game to showcase the pet system. It's not a real file, so I'm just gonna bust through all this stuff. These are the starting options that you get to choose, whatever suits you. I'm just gonna, since this is the pet one, I'm just gonna do the egg one, so I can showcase more eggs. Got my little void cat right here. Skip the tutorial. So I chose one that starts with 2 eggs. You start with 1 egg no matter what. It looks like it gave me Hollow Pup and a Gloom Toad. And then I also have a dev command that I'm going to use. Oh, sorry, I have the music turned off. Um, Bingo. Okay, so we go in here and use my dev command. I want to show you all the stages. So this is a Wormling. It's a warrior. You can see here this one was a guardian. Guardians shield and heal you. They can also block attacks. Same with the warrior, but the warrior focuses more on offensive. So this is a baby Wormling. This is a young adult Wormling, and this is a mature adult Wormling. So as you can see, they get more progressively intense and adult-like and more mature. And then when you awaken it, which is after you max out its bond at adult, it gains a cool little aura, just a little spice of life addition, little cool glow and stuff. They also gain capstones and stuff, which this one doesn't have because I actually don't have the bond raised up. I just used the dev command. Um, this is a void kit, like the one I have sitting next to me over here. The egg type that they're hatched from also affects things. So if you look, you'll see this is a tender egg. This is a warding egg. Um, so these ones don't have egg types because I generated them through a dev command. So if you can find young adult pets as well as eggs, and if you find ones that are already hatched, you don't get their egg benefit. So it's sort of like a balancing act of raising something that costs more resources has a little bit of extra benefit. So you might find a very powerful young adult pet that has good stats, but it will always lack the egg type. So this is a void kit. This is the young adult form. This is the adult form, and this is the awakened form for that one. They all have different species abilities that they can use in combat. Once per combat, they do them on their own. If you get a corrupted version, so this is also a Scion version. The Scion version is basically a boss pet. You have a small chance when you defeat a boss for it to give you one of its unique eggs. That's the only way you can get them. You can't find them in any other way. It's just like a rare drop. This is the young adult version of a Hoarfrost Drake. So this isn't the final version. There's a mature adult beyond this one, and then you can also give it its aura. This is a Pale Widow. This is the young adult. So the baby is just sort of a smaller, cutier version. And as you can see, this one is corrupted. So again, corruption, you lose 20 max HP and minus 10 damage, but the pet gains 15% power to whatever it does. So at max corruption, it gets a 45% boost, which is huge. And then it's sort of not cured of its corruption, but you no longer suffer the in combat debuffs. However, the trade-off is that since it's so much stronger, there's about a 1 in 10%, or sorry, 1 in 10 chance that it will attack you on its turn, just as a balancing act because they are so powerful. Uh, you can cure of its corruption at any point, and as you can see here, cure now, keep plus 15%. So you get to keep whatever tier of corruption it's at. So it's up to you if you want to secure it at 30% benefits and never risk it attacking you, which is probably a really good sweet spot and a little overpowered. But that's just how that sort of mechanism works. It's a random chance any pet in the game can be corrupted, and it's just sort of what your preference is. So I just wanted to showcase really quickly 3 different baby to adult stages and how the eggs work. This is Gloom Toad. He's actually one of my favorites. He's awesome. There are also, I forgot to mention, Warrior, Guardian, and Fortune types. Here, this one's a Fortune type. So as you can see, plus 15% gold, plus 6% loot. Gold's really important in my game. You need it for everything. There's also hunger. The more pets you have, the more you're going to need to keep them well fed. But you can also, I'll show you right now, donate them to Beric's garden. And then they will sort of float around in his garden and he usually gives you something in return, depending on what your relationship is with him. And then something I'm working on right now, which I think will be very cool, is his garden. And you can see right now, there's nothing here. I'll move my camera. You see my little guy wandering around, and you can the music changes. There's certain music tracks you can unlock for this as well. You can unlock music tracks in the game for the dungeon, for the home screen, for the garden. And what you do here is you buy things. I don't have any money to showcase you because it's a new game file. I just wanted to showcase. And it, like I said, it's very embarrassingly bare bones right now. It's all like HTML nonsense, like made in Paint. Um, but I will be working on this as the next update and addition. My game's on Steam right now for about $5. I'm trying to get it on a mobile store. I thought it would be more entertaining as a mobile game, but a lot of the UI stuff converts terribly. It's very hard to read, so I'm desperately trying to troubleshoot that. If you guys have any tips or preferences or things you want to see, um, please let me know. I'm totally open to any criticisms and inputs. Also, I can add things pretty quickly, so if you guys have suggestions for stuff you'd like to add, that would be brilliant, and I would love to hear it, and I'd love to add it if it synergizes with the game. So I hope you guys like the goofy game I'm cooking up. It's a dungeon crawler, roguelite, whatever you want to call it. And this was just an excerpt of the pet system. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good day.